Right. Okay. The protest challenge was apple pie.
Oh, right. The process challenge was apple
The,
pie.
the,
What was the challenge
the Met
challenge?
when two fingers get you far in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't help but after that pre-show, I couldn't help myself on putting that in. I put these things in
Oh,
not
somebody explain.
not expecting them to get chosen.
On that note, welcome to the pre-show, everyone. I'm your host, Dust, me, Dust, and in the Coaldust, there are people, Dust, including Dust Circuit.
Can somebody explain to me how in the hell I can literally have a house to myself for 4 days, and yet somehow I'm actually busier than if I had somebody hanging around here the whole time?
Um,
Seriously.
that's a good question. Do they help out with chores and stuff?
No, they make things worse.
Oh, okay, then I have no idea.
No, either. I don't know. I shouldn't be this stupid ass busy, but I am.
It be that way sometimes.
I'm about to. Oh, and we have a toy in the other chat.
Oh, right. We've got Toa. Oh, Toa's mute, actually.
I slept till 1 because I stayed up till 2 to do charity event stuff.
Oh, that's awesome, though. I was up till 2 because I was playing D&D. DM21.
I really shouldn't have been. No.
DM21. DM21. Okay. Tech Stallion.
Just bought the latest DLC from Golf with Friends, the Olympus Odyssey course.
Oh, nice.
Oh, right, I need to get that.
And, of course, the voice you heard at the top of the hour, Tsuki.
Oh, so they heard about the two fingers. Good.
They did. That was included. Yes.
You've got to finish that art, or people are going to really question what the hell you're doing.
Yes. Well, on that note, I was going to try and doodle something quick to, like, you know, as we waited for more people to roll in, but I think that's everybody rolled in, so we can just hop into Jackbox if we want to.
I'll leave it up to the master of ceremonies.
I'll leave it up to a dice roll.
Huh.
On
Hey.
behalf of everyone, do art.
Real quick, because some people might actually care about this.
Mm-hmm.
Log into Among Us before October 9th.
Working yet again.
Shut up. Log into Among Us before October 9th, and you basically get Miles Edgeworth cosplay
Oh, cool. Who is that?
That's how you get that.
from Ace Attorney, the prosecutor. That's like that's basically the gay lover.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm
Yeah,
down.
pretty
That
much.
sounds cool.
Yeah, he's the shit. Yeah, he's the shit fodder.
In hindsight, that makes a lot of sense to have in Among Us. It feels pretty fitting.
Well,
Yeah.
also, it works because he's a prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah,
means he
but
can
it's-
defend.
Finally,
You know,
it's working again.
Yes. But yeah, that apparently, that's just if you just play, like literally just let's see, it just says just log into Among Us before October 9th. Basically by 1 p.m. Eastern that day, and you get the hair and the suit.
That's pretty damn cool, actually. 10 out of 10. Nice.
And it was just released today.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're playing.
Oh,
Among
yes!
Us?
Well,
I just got the best friend code.
Mm.
Oh, you're just logging to Among Us for something free?
yeah.
Yes.
And I just got it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they really changed a lot of things in the regards to this.
Yeah, they did. Well, they did also just drop. They finally put more roles in, which, okay, I'm sorry, but at this point with the Innersloth, it's like, I understand that it takes a while to do something like that just for the idea of like keeping game balance in question. But again, the mod scene is showing you up, and nobody, like almost nobody ever plays vanilla Among Us. Still.
Wait,
Wah,
there are
wah.
mods for Among Us?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, very big. Oh yeah, the biggest one is Town of Us, where it was basically when somebody said, "Hey, you know what? Among Us is like Town of Salem. Why don't we bring the idea of the roles in Town of Salem over to Among Us?" And now it's like basically majority of the time if you see like especially in the English side people making Among Us content, it's probably in Town of Us. Like, in fact, like the shapeshifter, that was the morphling in Town of Us. The science, well, the engineer in Base Among Us was a role in Town of Us. Basically, does the same thing except more limited in regular. I think they brought the sheriff over into Vanilla Among Us as well.
Also, one of the things is that Werewolf is the oldest version of this.
Yeah.
But you know that's similar to Heads Up 7-Up, if you recall that in the thing. Because that's what I recall.
All right,
this
Kathakai,
first
currently they're starting today, and it's going to be limited time, so sooner the better. If you log into Among Us, you will be given a Miles Edgeworth cosplay for free. So you can play as one of the ambiguously gay duo.
ambiguously gay duo.
Oh yeah, that proximity voice mod was amazing. I love that.
Yeah, because pretty much once. Yeah, like I wish I could play in more modded. I wish I played more modded lobbies, but of course, like most of the time, the games that I can get invited to, they're just like nobody wants to go through the effort of basically ripping a mod file from one folder, put it into another folder, then yeah.
It takes so much effort. PC or console? I don't know about the console. I know the PC version is there, and I just got it on Steam personally.
Yeah, I was reading a Steam notice. So it doesn't say anything about it exclusively on Steam that I can tell.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to try it if you have a console version.
Oh,
Yeah, it just says log into Among Us. It doesn't say anything.
yeah, I just logged in and got it.
Okay, immediately, the image I'm seeing right now. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Pinkie pie flavor.
Oh,
That's one way of interpreting it. I was thinking of the episode Secrets and Pies.
Oh yeah.
Remember how Pinkie Pie kept like trying to gift Rainbow Dash pies, and then she found out she doesn't like pies?
it's very strange to see someone not like pies. I'll say that much.
You say that. My brother-in-law doesn't like pies.
I can understand some people like not liking certain flavors of pies, but I mean, pies are so stupidly versatile. I mean, you could have like egg pie, meat pie,
Cream pie.
ice cream pie. I mean, honestly, pie is just kind of more of a container more than a
So
food.
flavor.
Yeah.
Or
Chicken pie.
or Eric Cartman's chicken pot pie.
Yeah, that's my chicken pot pie. You know what? Now that we're talking about this, I can actually finish up the image of Coaldust, so people aren't questioning what the hell is going on with that image.
Hold on. Hold on. I have many questions given the prompts this week.
I put up a sketch in the Brony show because I literally had 5 minutes, so I had to leave work. I was hoping I could get home and color it and actually put in a little more detail about what exactly is going on. But unfortunately, traffic was terrible, and I literally scarfed down my sandwich before I realized we don't have a CMC, so I had to rush my ass on to make sure we had the announcements corrected. So yeah, right now there's a sketch image that looks sketch, to say the least.
The joke.
Man, if you check content creation, it's right there for your bemusement.
Content creation. Oh. Oh
Damn
my.
it! I missed it again. Ah, screw it. I'll just go the other route.
It looks like I've stolen Toei's hand.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not think of that, but that is actually hilarious.
Wait, are you guys playing right now?
No,
We're not playing any games. We're doing
it looks like the dice roll has determined drawing, so we're just gonna chill out this stream.
Oh,
We'll
actually,
dedicate the stream to the king of Mutombo.
Actually,
Yeah.
it said drawing.
Drop
Maybe
Fate
we
is
should try
dead again.
drawful.
No, Cole is just drawing.
Oh, okay.
this is true. I do that sometimes. Apparently,
Cole needs to do more drawing most of the time because he does awesome artwork.
All right.
Yeah, this is
So
true.
we're gonna dedicate this to the passing of the king of Zamunda.
We can't do it to the King of the Pride Land or the Dark
No,
Lord.
because unfortunately they're digging that corpse out of its grave.
Oh God!
Oh yeah,
wait.
Mufasa.
Also, as I know, and as many will be chagrined, James Earl Jones did say to Disney, "Yeah, you can use my voice for Darth Vader. I kind of don't care. Just pay my estate."
Well, I mean, I think he figured this was going to eventually happen. I mean, the guy he died at 93, and I wish for a life that long lived,
Mm-hmm.
and to be coherent during the process, I might add.
Yeah.
Well, the
'cause-
way the world's going, I don't know if I wish that for myself.
you never know.
I found that you know what? I'm gonna quick. Jeez, I can't even get a background colored. Okay, give me a second, because I have the best way to put this, and the best way to absolutely put this. Checking.
I jumped too far.
Chat. Where did I post that video? Over here.
Not very hard.
It is
Jesus.
kind of succinct. Here we go. Seriously, you want a good way to view life in general? Check out Dink memes.
I know
Thanks
you
for the
mean the
memories.
server
Thanks
chat.
for the memories.
But I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest, like I just like the idea of your just life advice is like, do you want a good outlook on life? Look at some dank memes.
You know what? Honestly, it kind of fits that in a weird way. I do recommend checking it out. It's fun. It actually is really, really good advice in general.
Oh,
I like pizza.
God damn it, Second. Why you gotta put the biggest, brightest spotlight of? But I want to do something. I want to do more of it.
Yeah, I mean that is life. Sometimes it's the simple dumb thing that actually keeps us going. So I'm all for it. All for the dumb thing.
I remember the post about that guy who turned around his life because he started taking care of some shrimp, which is honestly a pretty heartwarming story.
Yeah. Not to say I don't get that life is sucky right now, and it's always sucky. But right now we're also getting like deluged and sucky. It's like you can't even look online without somebody getting sucky about suckiness.
Yeah.
It's because of that. That's why you need to think. You need to have the little bright outlooks in life out there. The little things that make it worthwhile, even if it's something small and simple and silly.
Like, for example, my work has been me on my days off just because they think they can get me. I was asleep for most of the day, so they didn't get me today. But I'm also like, I need money, and with that money, I can help others out, even if it's only just my friends, so we can meet up and have fun together.
Aw.
I'm not gonna lie. I know you're trying to be honest, but that sounds like some sort of knockoff altruistic statement.
No, it is in
I
fact honesty because
would run for president because I work hard at my job so I can give my money to my friends, and it's not for me and my 3D printer. I swear. I mean, I know
you
I
say
know
that, but
I know
the offer is with me and CMC for getting him a possible pirate sword and sheath.
fair enough. It's just funny to me. That's all. I don't mean anything.
No,
bad by it.
I know. It's one of those things of I may be too honest for my own damn good, and I may be too optimistic, but that's how I get through life.
Yeah. Well, naive would word, but I'll take it. I go with it.
Hey, I'd rather be naive than a sad sack of depression.
I will say, it's nice going for walks.
Oh yeah, walks are fun.
Going
Walks
for
are nice.
walks and also having a vaguely almost regular sleep schedule has done vast improvements to my life.
I wish I could get the sleep schedule. I wish I could get the walks too. I can't get either of them.
I'm
You
sorry.
see,
I
this
literally
is
can't.
why
No, it's just right. The walks problem is just because of the heat. It's
No,
really
I
hard to
get
a nice
that.
walk when it's like 90 degrees outside, and you're just like, I don't want to do this.
Oh.
I want to go where it's air conditioned.
Yeah, I can
90
understand
degrees. Like, honestly, it's pretty damn cold where I am right now.
It's
Give
only
me
80
that,
right
please.
now.
that. Hold on. What's cold where you are?
Well, it was cold yesterday, but it was pretty nice weather out today. for me.
Yeah,
We're looking for
temperature.
temperatures.
Give me some temperatures.
14 degrees or
Okay,
Wait.
doing some quick maths, that's roughly either 60 to 70 degrees.
Well, that's fine. That's good.
yeah.
That is beautiful weather. That is the weather I want.
That is
Is
the
that
weather
what
that
you
I
think?
strive in, and also what it's been over here. Today it's been largely in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and it's been great.
It's got up to like 89, 90 here. I am not happy. I thought we were finally on the
90s.
downturn.
In the
Alright,
80s,
Cole.
it's going to be 90s this week, circuit.
Yes.
By
Cole,
Yes.
CFC pointed out something.
What's that?
the way, hi CMC.
Look at the thanks and in between thanks and pie.
Oh, thanks, Pinkie Pie.
But it's at the right pinky.
It looks like Disney Pinky.
Hold on.
P-I-N-K-Y.
Oh, Pinky. I see.
Oh, okay.
The pinky and the brain.
I'm
the
really good at
pinky and the
misspelling
brain.
everything. Thank you, CMC.
Got Pinky on the brain. Pinky
Just
on the
pinky
brain.
on the brain.
You thought you had it right, but no, you're insane. I don't know your color eye, so I'm gonna guess right here. I hope this is right. I don't care. Well, I do kind of care. What it is.
Oh. No. Stop it.
So, Tech, what you playing?
I'm playing the new Olympus golf course.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
what you were saying in the background. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got it downloaded and now he's playing it.
Okay, in hindsight, I really should have made the hat a little bit bigger.
Well, let's see. Between
Why not?
Tech doing golf and Second and I doing odd alongside Cole.
I don't know. I'd say this is a nice way to spend the pre-show.
Yeah, honestly. I was going to ask if y'all wanted to like change gears to Jackbox. So we are at the halfway point, and I've got Lisa Doodle
fine
here.
with that.
I'm good with the master, whatever the master of ceremonies decides.
I'm good with what the dice decide. Let's go. High rolls for art. All right, that was an 18. We're sticking with art. Thank you,
Nice.
financial advisor dice.
Is you have
Now
to
I
have
know
you invest in
what-
crypto coin.
Ugh.
As long as the dice doesn't tell you invest in crypto coin, you know it's a good dice.
It won't tell me that if I never ask it to, which I never will.
Fair point.
I have no idea why we are all so fascinated.
One of my
Probably
friends
the angriest sport there is.
One of my friends gave me this through DMs, and I posted it in Pics and Gifts.
Oh, when we get to playing this course, you guys will have fun with it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
No!
Unfortunately, my dentist appointment I scheduled 3 weeks ago was canceled because they
Oh.
were running out late yesterday. But ironically, it played out in my favor because I finished the story yesterday.
That's good.
Around that time, I was right for this week. Because I didn't get enough sleep last night, so I don't know. I don't know whether I should go to bed early tonight or just.
Well, if you didn't get enough sleep last night, I recommend getting a good night's sleep tonight if you got something to go to tomorrow. Because I know for me, if I get 2 nights of bad sleep in a row, I end up being the worst person to deal with in the world. So. But everybody's different.
True.
So, yeah.
Honestly, I would highly recommend getting plenty of sleep. It's the one thing in the world. It improves everything in your life almost immediately.
It's true, and and take it from somebody who used to not get any sleep at all. Because I used to be the worst for like getting sleep, like on the regular. Like, my sleep schedule was abysmal at best. And then I kind of, like, vaguely corrected it this year.
Also, vaguely helped you correct it, huh?
Yeah!
Yeah! No, sorry. That was dumb. Please
That's
go ahead.
good, it's good. Oh, that might work.
The good news is I could sleep until 10 if I
Good.
need to.
Ooh, now that is how you do it.
Okay, that's
So
not bad.
I was just contemplating whether to stay for the after party or just leave before the after party starts.
Oh, that's up to you on that.
Yeah.
By the way, does anybody watch Binging with Babish?
A little bit. Like, I've only recently gotten back into watching some of his videos. My only qualm really was whenever I was watching a lot of his cooking videos, he would do so much extra. And, like, if you're a person like me who doesn't really have that much time to cook, it's kind of a bit counterproductive because it made cooking feel a little bit more unachievable. But I will say, like, I've tried some of his recipes. Like, I tried his apple pie recipe, and that came out pretty good, so.
Wow, the irony here is unpalpable. Anyway, well, the reason I bring it up is like several weeks ago he did a thing about like I think it was like either TikTok food trends or a suggested wild food trends for him to try. Just a lot like weird home recipes.
I
Oh,
watched
yeah,
that
the
video
flavor-
today.
Yeah, the flavor. It was just the combinations of things or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you probably saw the Gator wine, right?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
That's what I've been drinking all weekend.
Have you really?
I kind of,
What?
yeah, I not quite Gator wine. I did get a wine and I got Powerade. So it's close. but it actually works surprisingly well. It actually it goes down pretty smooth. It's pretty tasty, and I haven't had any like really massive hangovers all weekend. I'm not gonna say I didn't have hangovers in general, but I think I kind of little bit did that to myself. But yeah, no, it made things a lot easier throughout the weekend than if I would have just like had beer straight or anything like that.
That's some good Bayou cooking.
It was wild.
I am kind of surprised that the Gator wine was the thing that like made it through. Like, it seems like it's the one thing in there that was like, aside from the popcorn, that was just like the carrier of like oddball things. But it kind of makes sense in a way.
No, it's such an oddball thing, and I never would have expected it to work as well as it did. But lo and behold,
Might have to try it someday.
yeah.
CMC is more surprised that Cole is not doing a derpy at the moment.
I'm more disappointed we didn't give Cole a chance to get Merlot at Everfree. I even made sure there was a shot.
Oh, you mean
saved for you.
Malort?
That
Yep.
too.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Hello, Zichoko.
Well, one of the things
nah.
is, remember a second, Everfree is also one of the few options that Cole can hang out with Feather.
And also
I
a lot
know.
of people.
Yes, so
Oh.
you saw Sunday.
I'm aware of it. I'm not.
I'm sorry,
complaining.
sir,
I'm
kid,
not-
about that still. I don't mean to be, like, for all intents and purposes, I don't think that I'm popular at all, but, although
You're
in
a lot
fairness, a
more
lot of those
popular than you
people were
think.
like, you know, a lot of those people were people I knew and are friends, but some were like kind of friends of friends, so, but still,
No, that is also fair, but Cole,
yes.
forever and always, at BrodyCon registration, you and Creature, you having to sign art because people are like, wait, you do this? Can I have your autograph?
Yeah, and I see the funny story about that was, there was like so like somebody took a picture of one of the prints that I gave them, in a post that was just like, wow, con hasn't even started yet, I'm already getting merch, and somebody responded, it like commented, because like,
Oh, why did somebody have to post that pics of gifts? Okay, I got to do this now. Dang it.
What
Continue,
now,
Cole.
sir?
Second is dealing with the second things.
No, I just saw something and my brain immediately had to
Yeah,
jump
I
on it.
brought it up. Like to check
Mhm.
the gifts.
So, Cole, how did it cascade?
Somebody who follows me on Tumblr, or followed me on Tumblr at the time, commented being like, hey, that's Coaldust art. And then the person was just like, wait, you're Coaldust? As if I'm a person who's actually worth knowing. And then was just like, can you sign this for me? I'm like, sure. Yeah. But I am 100% certain that it was not because they themselves knew who I was, but because the one person who like dedicatedly follows me on Tumblr also saw that Reddit post and was just like, oh hey, I know who that is. I never really get recognized at conventions, not by like people who don't kind of know me, not really.
True, there was Everfree last year where someone thought you were a different person, and I had to swoop in and be like, nope, wrong guy. I appreciate you being enthusiastic, but wrong guy.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm not a VA.
I hate myself so much for this.
But, Cole, as I pointed out, I have two stories of you being somewhat accosted for being the guy. One of which was actually you, and one of which was the opposite of it. So I'm sorry, man. You have somehow got this personality around you.
I will say, I have been recognized at cons before, but that was also in years where I did more art than I currently have. Like, this year has been a terrible art year for me. I've done a lot of stuff, and like, I got to do a lot of exploring and reading, and, like, it's not that this was a non-fulfilling year, but it was, like, as far as art-wise go, this was, like, my least productive year of drawing anything at all. Like, if you look at any of my social medias, in like, the amount of stuff I've actually done this year, almost nil. So like, yeah, I think I'm pretty certain I've lost some relevance there, which I am a-okay with. I should not be a relevant artist. I'm cool with cruising in the background. That's where I belong.
And as always, Cole, you are welcome to do a trivia panel at the convention I help run.
I'll think about it. If you, well, I'll see if
We're normally around April, late March.
Oh, that's cool. We'll see.
Also, in addition to that, fun fact, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is not the first time Tabitha and Tara Strong have had roles alongside each other. They were
I
actually in
got that.
Beetlejuice.
Wait, really? Oh,
Yep.
the Beetlejuice cartoon?
Yep.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
haven't
should've been that
watched
one.
much of that. Like, I have no idea what
No,
network they
neither
show
have
that
I.
on.
It's all up on Tubi.
That's
Well, you can also get the DVDs of it over at Walmart if you're brave.
that's fair. I like. It's just one of those shows that I never really. It never was on a channel that I had that I know of.
It was on Cartoon Network for a bit there, but the reason it got thrown around a little bit was because it was once on ABC before Disney, and also airing on Fox. And then you know how Saturday morning cartoons got rerun on Cartoon Network because didn't have a lot of programming back then. I know way too much about cartoon history.
That's fine. That's good. I know. Actually, I can't
This
say I know.
day on cartoon history.
I can't say that I know too much about trains because I still have lots of questions that I get or create that I can't find answers to. So clearly, there's more that I need to learn out there.
Oh, there's always going to be more to learn.
I can't find out how long ago they first started implementing whistle posts. I can't find a straight answer. And, like, it really comes down to, like, it was probably, like, a couple of railroads started it, and then eventually more adopted it, and then it became a mandated thing.
Let me take a wild guess before you explain.
Anyway,
Whistle posts are things that you have to toot the whistle at to see if anyone to warn of train approaching.
It's more of a sign to warn the crew, hey, there's a crossing coming up, and you need to start blowing for it to warn people, hey, there's a train coming. So,
Okay, so I wasn't that far off.
yeah, you're not that far off, no.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yes.
If you're curious about the end result of that sketch, I posted the final bit.
You got my fingers.
It did not. I don't know.
I know.
I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one up to the theorists.
Let me have a look. I'm in the wrong server. I was looking at DMs by mistake. Not DMs, or DM server. DM, do you have a server?
No.
Would you like to?
Okay, we're making sure.
Content creations. Beautiful. Beautiful. By the Chattanooga Choo Choo. All right.
I was gonna say by God or by Celestian. It was like, no, that doesn't feel like Coaldust. No, by the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
That works. That works. Good song, by the way. I sang that in chorus when I was in middle school. Also, it's just like a good classic 1940s, 50s ish song, you know. You reach the Pennsylvania station at 3:45. Read a magazine, then you're in Baltimore. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. It's good shit. I don't believe that there is a train that goes that way anymore, which is such a shame.
Well, remember, during the late 50s to the early 70s, they were closing an awful lot of stuff because why do we need a train? We have the highway.
There were a lot of factors in there. Also, like a lot of it came down to economics because a lot of the railroads were all of a sudden facing competition like they had never seen, and had to adjust. Which, yeah, passenger service was kind of a money pit for them at that point.
Not to mention the turnpike authorities keep shooting down any hopes of Amtrak coming here.
Is it the turnpike
It's
authority?
getting there.
Oklahoma Turnpike Authority.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there is the one that's trying to connect Oklahoma City to Wichita.
Well, I meant in Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, that's Tulsa, and Tulsa is somewhat of a...
I don't really know much of anything about Tulsa. Aside from it sounds like a salsa type.
There is nothing in the way of train service here.
No, but one thing I will say that is kind of a complication right now for adding any train service is equipment. We don't have that much equipment right now. They are working on it. They are manufacturing more, but that is definitely a non a non not problem or a thing.
It's something that's a 5-year out thing at this point.
We'll see. Well, as far as it goes, the projected time period of the arrows coming out is supposedly going to be from 2025 to 2030, so we maybe might see some of them coming out this coming year. Maybe. That's a hard maybe, keep in mind, but...
Well, we're also in 2024, so fair.
Yeah. So, who knows? I certainly don't. I won't pretend to. Like, me, and that's me being the train aficionado here. I don't know where things are going per se, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. One of the nice things, though, is a lot more people seem to be more adamant about having rail service than there used to be in, like, prior years. Like, if you were to go back 10 years, I used to not hear anywhere near the amount of, like, talk of, like, improved rail service throughout the country. Like, you didn't hear it really, not as, like, a public, popular opinion. It wasn't really on anyone's radar. So the fact that it's now on so many more people's radar... Now, would that be a common conversation to have all the time with just a person in the grocery store? No. Is this a top issue for Americans? No. But is it at least something that is an issue that people are now bringing up? Yes. And that's already a pretty big improvement there. And I think it does help, too, that more people are trying Amtrak and just passenger rail in general are realizing... Hey, you know, taking the train's not that bad.
Well, let's see. The options are own a car, take a train, or fly. And between Boeing and the expense of a car, a train is looking a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just that more people have come onto the idea that, like, a train seems a lot more reasonable. Yes, there is still danger, and if you hit a wrong thing or something goes wrong, it can be horrible. But you're already on the ground, so if you survive, you can stand up.
That's a big if, Todd. A train crashing is not good either way.
Train crashes are not the most common thing in the world. They do happen, but they're usually pretty survivable. Like in the grand scheme.
Hence why I said, and weigh the options between airplane doors flying off and how expensive cars are. People are looking to trains as the well, it'll do
Well,
option.
Well, especially with electric cars, and how much they're charging for them.
I guess. I think that, like, also one of the things that a lot of people are realizing is that trains are the more, not necessarily the most economical option, but they are the most energy efficient option. So if that's something that concerns you, trains are great for that, because, like, a full passenger train of people burns a lot less fuel than a whole bunch of cars going the same distance, and also does way better than a plane ever could. So if that's something that you care about, there you go. There's another reason to take the train. But anyways,
It won't be long before we start seeing electric trains.
we do have electric trains, just, in the Northeast Corridor.
Well, I meant like electric cargo trains.
We used to have them. In some places we have them, but it's very few places and far between. It's kind of weird to think that we used to have more electric, like, general rail lines in the past than we do now, and that's ultimately just because of, in the 1950s and 60s, emissions were not a thing that were on anyone's list of concerns.
Neither was global warming, apparently.
These are also the same people that smoked a pack of cigarettes a day.
Well, the thing to remember is, in that day and age, their biggest concern was the bottom line. And
Also the bomb.
No, I'm talking about the railroads. If you were in railroad management and you had a section or line that was completely electrified, but you didn't need to have it electrified anymore because most of the benefits of the diesel locomotive basically were the same as the benefits of the electric locomotive, just without the infrastructure element. The maintenance involved with the infrastructure was kind of the big issue. That, and also, when it came to those lines that were electrified, they weren't really from a terminating point to a terminating point. They were basically just through particularly difficult areas to operate through, such as very mountainous regions with a lot of tunnels. This is, of course, not speaking of all railroads, but the ones that I know of. And when they de-electrified, actually, I think that line just closed. I don't know. Don't listen to me. There's a lot of factors. Important thing to know about railroads is the reason why anything really happened for any railroads is different from railroad to railroad, and blah, 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 blah.
Money.
Oh, yeah. Money was a big thing. American railroads, they're private enterprises. Have been since the beginning, pretty much. So, money's going to be a big factor with a lot of things. Interestingly, the Pennsylvania Railroad, when it electrified the sections that it did, back in like the 1910s or so, they basically used it as a sort of tax cut in a way. So when they were electrifying their main electrified sections, they basically put it under, or they filed it as maintenance cost. So they were just like, oh, geez, we lost money due to maintenance in operating. Guess we don't gotta pay taxes on this year. And then the tax code kind of tightened up the belt on that one, so that way they couldn't do that anymore. And then they stopped electrifying as frequently, or as much. So that was a thing. But the benefits of electric locomotives were seen very, very early on, and that's why diesel locomotives came about, because diesel locomotives in the way that they developed in the United States, were basically just an electric locomotive carrying a power plant that just so happened to be a diesel motor. Attached to a generator, basically. So
I still think it wouldn't be such a horrible idea for some vehicles that go very quickly to have like wind turbines that catch the air that moves past the vehicle to help with, charging stuff or with power generation.
I just realized the lines I've been erasing are not the lines that I really should have been erasing. Whoops. Oh well.
Happens.
That's what happens when I start talking about trains instead of focusing on what I'm doing.
And you zone out.
Anyways, ponies, horse.
Honestly, seeing a sketch like this really makes me realize I'm trying way too hard to be perfectionist.
The thing is about being a perfectionist is you focus on being too perfect, you don't improve or move on to the next thing as quickly.
Yeah.
Well, this is why.
You also
this is
tend
why-
to lose a lot of character because you're just trying,
Oh, the reason I like using paint is that it has auto shape, so I can get the shape that I want and then take or add as I go.
Case in point.
For the record, I don't really know what I'm doing per se. I just kind of do stuff. But anyways, I will say, when it comes to perfectionism, a great way to break yourself of that is trying to draw something every day, because eventually you get tired.
Already getting there pretty quickly. God damn it! I mean, I drew that Coaldust and everything in like 3 hours today, and that was only today.
That's pretty good. Like, that's really good.
The arms are where I'm trying to figure out the arms and shoulders. That's what I'm really having the hardest time. You should have seen what your neck and arms were like before. You had a neck that was almost as big, almost up to your chin, for God's sake. The arms were really just like up, like you were, I don't know, like you were trying to lift them up, like you were pretending you were a muscly man, but it looked like some sort of weird caricature. I don't know how to describe it. It just looked horrible, and I didn't really see it until I got the preliminary sketches out and I was about to line work, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Sometimes it be that way, Circuit.
I know, but it still drives me mad. I'm gonna get some gator wine since I got 5 minutes till showtime.
Gator wine. That is the best thing that came out of that. Although that popcorn looked pretty good. Not gonna lie.
So how's your job been, Cole? Mine's been a heck in a handbasket.
I won't go into details on all of it, but I will say I was I didn't go I didn't have a full week of work last week either, so I haven't really had a full work week in a while for reasons that I'm not going to get into here, because it's just like it's like personal family stuff. Y'all don't need to be concerned about it here. So but I will say the days I was there were pretty chill. We basically, like, I'm at a company slowdown right now, so, and
not as many orders coming in.
Pretty much, and that's fine by me. I'll take it while I can get it, because, like, for all the times that I've, like, had nonstop been hauling ass, just like, it's nice to have a bit of a slowdown. Some people have complained about it, being like, I'm getting bored. It's like, bruh, I'm running my tail, like, most of the time when I'm at work. Like, if I get a chill period, I'm gonna take it. Well,
also
do a little bit of cleaning.
The age-old thing of, man, I don't know what to do. Have you cleaned everything? No. Here's a rag, there's a mop, there's a bucket, start.
I really hate it when managers do, if you got time to leave, you got time to clean.
They're not wrong. But if
they are wrong. Back off. Let people breathe a little bit.
No. Here's the thing: if you show them, yes, that's already been cleaned. Yes, it's fine, and if they're still like, well, then do this. I have to stay at this station. No, you don't. We don't have anyone. And if we do, well, then you have to be at that station. Exactly.
You're kind of an exception to a very annoying rule.
No, I have to be in the back from time to time, and that means that the teeth have to be done, and have to make sure the floor is clean, have to make sure the coin change is full, have to make sure any trays or things given back to me have been taken up front, and if all that is done and I have no orders on headset or at the window, I can just sit back and read a little bit of a story, you see stuff, deal with stuff, and then go back to the status quo.
Not a lot of people get that option. That's why you're the exception.
Every work environment is different.
True.
I know.
And I don't use that nowadays, but my old job assigned driving years ago, they had me doing something like every second. Ugh.
Yeah.
Wild Names is number 2 on the search list of YouTube.
Oh, neat.
With Wild.
Nice.
Good that people are liking the show.
Their next episode premieres 9/27/20/24. 9/20/24.
So they're taking a little bit of a break. Good
we
on
are
them.
almost at the end of the hour, which means the Brony Show is coming up next. Circuit, what is going on the Brony Show this week? What we got to look forward to?
Do you like horses?
No.
Do you like merchandising?
Merchandising?
No.
Do you like creating entire YouTube series and a Roblox world just to sell horsey toys?
No.
Not too bad. That's what we're going to be doing. And to be specific, it's finally time. After 8 episodes have been out, we're finally going to do our review and thoughts on the next big or maybe not so big horsey show, Wild Means.
Nice.
Oh, I found some amazing stuff about this. Oh God, whoa, yeah. No, there's so much. There's a history behind here I did not see coming, and oh God.
Currently, they have better stuff than Hasbro in terms of toys.
Well, yeah, but I think I just said, lack of a better term, Hasbro was riding a little bit on their high horse for a while.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. After the success of the Transformers movies, they were on their high horse, and then suddenly MLP pops off, and they're like, we got 2 cash cows! Hooray!
Don't you mean cash horses?
No, because there could have been a transforming cow.
Making a joke.
We don't have 2 cash cows. We have 2 cattle trucks, though.
Well, that's the top of the hour. This has been the pre-show. Thank you for tuning in and watching me as I slowly attempt to remember how to draw. If you enjoyed what you saw on the pre-show today, we have a pre-show every week, and we don't do the same thing every week. Just heads up. It's always my pleasure to disappoint. Stay tuned for the Brony Show after this. Bye.